Hello, my name is Joshua Castillo, aka S.K.I.L.L, and welcome to another very exciting Special Force 2 tutorial. We're going to be taking you through on how to use, in a basic way, the AK103 gun in the game. First of all, you will notice, for some of you, that this gun is considered to be one of the most underrated weapons in the game, due to the fact that people barely use this gun. We barely see players carrying the gun itself and use it throughout the game. Also, in the fact that it's really relatively hard to master because it has a very high recoil. It is not really preparable for rushing because of that nature, and it will take a lot of time and patience to get used to it. Especially, you will have to rely more on your aiming rather than just shooting people in aim mode. But, well, regardless of those disadvantages, or I don't know what it is, but probably people consider that thing. If this gun has been used in the right way, it will definitely be a really dangerous gun ever. Or what I mean is, it's a nightmare, due to the fact that, again, even though the AK itself has a very high recoil and because of that it's rather difficult to control, it deals a lot of damage, especially in body shot. Probably it will only take 2 to 3 shots just to kill an enemy using that gun itself. Anyway, let's go proceed to the tutorial itself. We're going to be taking you through on the basics, so here we go. First things first, let's familiarize ourselves on how the gun behaves when it shoots. If I'm going to be shooting this in full without any control,
cover me, I'm reloading!
you'll see that the spread of the bullets is relatively spread out. It implies that it's not really precise and accurate. Also as well, you will see that the crosshair in that point is relatively high or big. This implies that the gun itself has a very high recoil. And to emphasize you that point further, I will show you the image. You will see now in the video, and definitely it makes sense that the AK103 has a very high recoil. And you just have to keep in mind that. But how to remedy this? What is the remedy on it, or how you can deal with it? Well, there's a lot of options. Either you can do is to shoot while crouch.
Reloading!
Again, it's very spread out, but it's much better. Or you can actually do the same thing while aiming, like this.
Cover me, I'm reloading!
See, it's more precise. But for me, as my preference, the best way is do the combination. Either you can go standing by just only doing half sprays.
Reloading!
Precise. Am I gonna be doing with no aim assistance?
Cover me, I'm reloading!
Much better. Well, it's just a matter of combination. You can actually do the same thing while crouch. It's just pretty much the same. And also, you will observe that the gun is more accurate while aiming rather than unaimed. But it doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of control and how to come up with a situation. For example, if you are actually really close to the enemy, it's really good that you can actually do just this while crouching. So if you're going for long range, you can actually do the same thing, but well, just aiming and just aim, and that's pretty much it. Next, let's talk about on how to use the gun itself while rushing or doing general games or whatsoever. As I point out last time, the AK103 has a very high recoil. It doesn't matter if you're standing or sprinting or moving. It just basically has the same behavior when you shoot at full.
Reloading!
As you can see. But I also show you some remedies on how to control the recoil itself in a very effective way. Well, how to apply this in such scenarios where you're facing now real enemies. Let's assume that these 3 dummies are enemies, and I'm gonna be demonstrating you first on how to use the AK in Russia. Again, as a rule of thumb, always shoot at the head. Always target, always aim. It's just a matter of practice. Always aim the head, regardless of whatever happens. You can actually shoot to the body, but again, the head itself is pretty good because 1 hit just means 1 instant kill. So, and also another emphasized point, the AK itself is really accurate. It's in its first bullet.
Cover me, I'm reloading!
I guess it also has the same behavior as other guns. So you just actually have to need to emphasize it. So, also, always do semi-spray or little spray. You just only have to shoot 2 to 3 bullets at the time.
Reloading!
You will get a very accurate shot. And actually, as I said, AK has a very high damage, so regardless of the body parts, it will deal a lot of damage. Just to keep in mind of that. Let's proceed now to rush. So, if I'm gonna be rushing, this is how I do. I'm gonna be finding a very good position, and just split second, I just shoot out my gun and shoot it at the head or the body, doesn't matter. But I always shoot the head itself. To demonstrate that, I will do it. This
Tango, reloading!
yes, right? That's pretty much it in how you do in other guns, but you just have to keep in mind how you do it. Next thing is how I can be rushing if I there's some enemies out there and they are shooting me in the long range. All I can do if they're shooting me, again I go crouch and shoot in the head like that. They'll be shooting me, I also do that.
Tango down.
Same thing.
Reloading!
How about if I'm gonna be shooting a long range? Again, I always shoot at the head itself.
Enemy reloading!
It's much better that you can actually do some
Reloading!
that it will actually has a more accurate shot. For me, it's just only a matter of preferences, but you have a lot of ways to manipulate your movements. That's actually the most important thing that you have to consider while using the AK. Another thing that I wanted to emphasize to you guys is to how you use the AK in terms of range. Again, I guess this is pretty much general in terms of any guns that you use, especially assault rifles or SMGs or whatsoever. If you're in close range and you're shooting, all you need to do is just shoot like this.
Reloading!
And you no longer need to aim like that. But again, it's also pretty good that you actually have to crouch, especially for a gun like AK with a very high recoil.
Cover me, I'm reloading!
Like that. How about in mid-range? In terms of mid-range, you just basically have to do the same thing.
Reloading!
Do the long, you can actually do the aim if given the right thing to do, the right scenario. And let's proceed out to the long range. Let's see, right here. I'm sorry. Here. Okay, at this point,
reloading.
Still use the an aim in, but it's much better that you use the aim and always direct at the head like that, and always do crouch. It's really good. The reason why, again for accuracy reasons, and that's thing. Just actually have to aim and always shoot 2 to 3 bullets.
Cover me, I'm reloading!
You no longer need to.
Cover me, I'm reloading!
In that sense, you will actually have the tendency to miss bullets like that. And yeah, you get over that point. To end up this tutorial, I will demonstrate to you on how I behave when using the AK in a mere battlefield? Well, it's just a matter of combination of all the techniques and all the basic things that I basically know, and it's just a matter of practice and all those kind of stuff. Okay, if you're having a lot of enemies like that, especially in an open space, it's really practical to toss a grenade first and just rush like that. So I will do it again. And again. Well, it's actually dead, but let's assume that they're already blind. You just have to take advantage of the time given where the enemies are all blind, and you can actually do rush like that, like a street rush. Just kill everyone else as much as possible. So again, I'm gonna be demonstrating on how to do that. Here we go.
Tango down. Tango down. Cover me, I'm reloading. Tango down. Reloading.
Also, another thing that I also want to emphasize is I can also use the functionality, the turnaround functionality. You can do actually if there are two people are shooting out.
Enemy down. Cover me, I'm reloading.
Well, what's my final thoughts on using the AK103? Well, I can simply say it has a lot of things to offer. Players need to realize that the gun itself has a very threatening presence due to the fact that even though it has a high recoil, it deals a lot of damage, even it's on the body shots, of course, and can be a serious threat for rushers. You just actually have to figure out how to use it in the right way. Well, most of you will also ask the same thing, how to get better in the game, how to get better at aiming, how to get better at shooting people. All you need to do is a matter of practice. Just, play a lot of matches. I really recommend playing TDM matches, just a warm up or whatsoever, and practice out shooting people in the head right there. So, that's how I will wrap out all things up, and I hope you learned something now. So this is again Charge Studio, and see you guys next time. Thank you.